Good morning children. Welcome to maths class. So today also we are going to see the lesson rational numbers. Okay, in the last class we have studied like fractions, unlike fractions and its operations. So today we will start with rational numbers. What are rational numbers? A number which can be written in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0 are called rational numbers. What is rational number? A number which can be written in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0. For example, 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is a rational number. It is in the form p by q. There is a numerator, there is a denominator, and the denominator is not equal to 0. So it's a rational number. So rational number will be in the form p by q, where numerator will be an integer, denominator will be an integer, and the denominator should not be equal to 0. So 3 by 2 is a rational number. We can write some more examples. Minus 5 by 3 is a rational number. Minus 5 is an integer and 3 is also an integer, and the denominator is not equal to 0. So some more examples. 6 by 5, minus 7 by 2, etc. These are rational numbers. Now here I raise as a question whether 0 is a rational number. Tell me children, is 0 a rational number? 0. Can you write 0 as 0 by 1? Yes, 0 can be written as 0 by 1, where 0 is an integer, 1 is an integer, and the denominator is not equal to 0. Therefore, 0 is also a rational number. Okay? 0 is also a rational number. But if 0 comes in the denominator, it's not a rational number. Okay. Now let us move on to the properties of rational numbers. Properties of rational numbers. Move on to the properties of rational numbers. So the first property is closure property. First property is closure property. Closure property. Children, tell me what happens when you add two rational numbers. Whether the sum is also a rational number? Will it be a rational number always? Yes, right? Suppose you are adding two rational numbers, 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. So 1 by 2 and 2 by 2. If you are adding 1 by 2 and 2 by 2. 2 by 2 is same as 1, but still 1 by 2 and 2 by 2. What happens when you add 1 by 2 plus 2 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2. This is also a rational number. Right? So when you add two rational numbers, you will always get a rational number. Right? Yes. So you will say that rational numbers are closed under addition. Rational numbers are closed under addition. When you add two rational numbers, always the sum will be a rational number. So, rational numbers are closed under addition. We will go for the subtraction. 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5. See here we are considering only like fractions. So that subtraction will be easier. Okay, here addition also we have taken two like fractions, so that addition will be easy for you to calculate, right? So here also two fractions are taken where the denominators are same. 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5, which is equal to 1 by 5. This is also a rational number. So when you have subtracted a rational number from another rational number, you got the answer as a rational number. That means rational numbers are closed under subtraction. Rational numbers are closed under subtraction. This shows that rational numbers are closed under addition. When you have added two rational numbers, the sum is always a rational number. When you have subtracted also, you got the difference as a rational number. So rational numbers are closed under addition and subtraction. Now let us take the case of multiplication. 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. When you multiply these two rational numbers, 3 by 30 is the rational number which you are getting, and if you simplify it, you will get it as 1 by 10. Whether this one is a rational number? Yes. So when you multiply two rational numbers, the product will also be a rational number always. So you will say that rational numbers are closed under multiplication. Okay, so rational numbers are closed under addition, rational numbers are closed under subtraction, and rational numbers are closed under multiplication also. Now what is the case of division? Suppose you are taking a rational number as 2 by 3. It's a rational number. You know that 0 is also a rational number. So I am dividing this by 0, 0 by 1, which is equal to, division is same as multiplying with the reciprocal, multiplicative inverse. So 2 by 3 into 1 by 0, reciprocal of 0 by 1. And you are getting the answer as not defined. 3 into 0, 0, 2 by 0 is not defined. So it's not defined. So we will say that rational numbers are not closed under division, because when you include 0 in the set of rational numbers, and if you go for the division, you cannot get a rational number. Okay, so if 0 is excluded from the collection, it will be closed. But since 0 is also there in the collection of rational numbers, it's not possible. So addition, subtraction and multiplication. You can say that rational numbers are closed under addition, multiplication and subtraction, but not closed under division. So this is the first property. Now let us move on to the second property, which is commutative property. Second property, commutative property. Commutative property. Suppose you are adding two rational numbers in different orders. For example, 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2, you will get an answer. And 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2, you will get an answer. Whether both will be same? Yes, it will be same, right? Let us see. 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 equal to, you are getting 4 by 2, right? If you simplify, 2 by 1, which is 2, okay. Same rational numbers, if you add in different order, taking 3 by 2 first, plus 1 by 2, you will get the same answer. 4 by 2, 4 by 2, right? 4 by 2 is equal to 2 by 1, 2 itself. Here also it is the same, which is equal to 2. So in both the cases, the answer is same. When you have added two fractions, two rational numbers in different orders, the answer is same. That means if A and B are two rational numbers, then A plus B is equal to B plus A. A plus B is equal to B plus A. So you will say that addition of rational numbers is commutative. Addition of rational numbers is commutative. You can add two rational numbers in any order. Okay. Now let us take the case of multiplication. Suppose you are multiplying two rational numbers in different orders, in any order, whether the product will be same. Yes, right? Let us see. 3 by 2 into 2 by 5. 3 by 2 into 2 by 5 is equal to 6 by 10. And same rational numbers, you multiply like 2 by 5 into 3 by 2, you are getting the same answer. 3 by 2 into 2 by 5 equal to 6 by 10. 2 by 5 into 3 by 2 is equal to 6 by 10. That means 3 by 2 into 2 by 5 is equal to 2 by 5 into 3 by 2. Both the sides products will be equal. That is, multiplication is also commutative. Multiplication of rational numbers is also commutative. Now what about subtraction? Will it be commutative? Let us check. Okay. So addition is commutative, multiplication is commutative. Now let us take the case of subtraction. 3 by 7 minus 1 by 7. What will be the answer? 3 by 7 minus 1 by 7. 2 by 7. Is it okay? Yes. Now just change the order. 1 by 7 minus 3 by 7. You will get the answer as minus 2 by 7. Whether they are equal? No, they are not equal. So you can write 3 by 7 minus 1 by 7 not equal to 1 by 7 minus 3 by 7. So subtraction of rational numbers is not commutative. Similarly, you can prove that division of rational numbers is also not commutative. So addition is commutative, multiplication is commutative, but subtraction is not commutative. Now let us go for the division. 3 by 8 divided by 1 by 2. We have to do the division for 1 by 2 by 3 by 8 also. Whether both the answers will be same? Let us check. 3 by 8 divided by 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 8 into 2 by 1, which is 6 by 8. Here 1 by 2 into 8 by 3, which is equal to 8 by 6. Whether both are same? No, they are different, right? And if you simplify, you will get 3 by 4. This is 4 by 3. They are not equal. So, tell me, addition and multiplication is commutative, whereas subtraction and division is not commutative. So, this is the second property, commutative property. If A and B are two rational numbers, then A plus B equal to B plus A into B equal to B into A, but A minus B not equal to B minus A, and A by B not equal to B by A. Okay, now we move to the third property, which is associative property. Associative property. Associative property. Commutative property we have explained as for two integers, for two rational numbers A and B. Here we will consider three rational numbers. If A, B and C are three rational numbers, then A plus B plus C will be equal to A plus B plus C, right? Can add rational numbers, three rational numbers in any order? Whether the answer will be same? Yes, sure. Let's see one example. 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 plus 4 by 2. What will be the answer? 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2. Inside the bracket, 1 by 2, 3 by 2. Answer will be 4 by 2. Then plus 4 by 2, which is 8 by 2, and you will get 4 by 1 or 4 as the answer. Okay, now just change the order. 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 plus 4 by 2. Add these two first. 1 by 2 plus, what is 3 by 2 plus 4 by 2? It is 7 by 2. Now 1 by 2 plus 7 by 2, which is equal to 8 by 2. Again you are getting 4 by 1, which is 4. So whether both the answers are same, equal? Yes. So we can say that rational numbers is, addition of rational numbers is associative. Addition of rational numbers is associative. Similarly, we can multiply three rational numbers in any order. If A, B, C are three rational numbers, A into B into C will be equal to A into B into C. Okay? So, addition of rational numbers is associative. Multiplication is also associative. So, I will show you the multiplication of three rational numbers. Okay? 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 4 by 5, which is equal to 1 by 2 into, what is 3 into 4? 12. 12 by 10. I am not simplifying here. Okay, same procedure. Okay, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 12 by 10. 1 into 12, 12. 2 into 10, 20. So if you do the multiplication of 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 into 4 by 5, in this way, in this order, 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 is 3 by 4 into 4 by 5, which is also 12 by 20, where both the answers are same, equal. Right? So multiplication of rational numbers is also associative. Multiplication is associative, addition is also associative, whereas subtraction and division is not associative. Subtraction also we will do with an example. 7 by 2 minus 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. 7 by 2 minus, what is 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2? It's 2 by 2, right? 2 by 2, which can be written as 1 also, but still we will continue with 2 by 2 itself. So 7 by 2 minus 2 by 2, which is 5 by 2. Here you are getting the answer as 5 by 2. But if you change the order like 7 by 2 minus 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2, then 7 by 2 minus 3 by 2 is, tell me, 7 by 2 minus 3 by 2 is 4 by 2. 4 by 2 minus 1 by 2. 4 by 2 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2. So here the answer is 5 by 2, whereas here it is 3 by 2. So whether the answer is the same? No, they are different. So you cannot say that they are associative in the case of subtraction. Rational numbers is not associative when you consider subtraction. Okay? So similarly division also it's not associative. Division also not associative. Subtraction of rational numbers is not associative. Now division is also not associative. 6 by 5 divided by 3 by 5 divided by 1 by 2. See, 6 by 5 divided by 3 by 5 divided by 1 by 2, which is equal to 6 by 5 divided by, do the division, 3 by 5 into 2 by 1, which is equal to 6 by 5 divided by 3 2s are 6, 5 into 1, 5 1s are 5, okay, which is equal to 6 by 5 into 5 by 6, right, 1 by 1, 1 is the answer, correct? And if you do it in the other way, let us see what is the answer. There we got the answer as 1, don't forget, okay? So let me see what is this. 6 by 5 divided by 3 by 5 divided by 1 by 2 is equal to 6 by 5 into 5 by 3 divided by 1 by 2, which is 6 into 5 30 by 15 divided by 1 by 2, which is 30 by 15 is, yes, 2 by 1. We will do it in the same. Into 2 by 1. See, you are getting different answer, 60 by 15, which is equal to 4. 4 is the answer. Here we got it as 1. So answers are different, right? So division of rational numbers is not associative. Addition and multiplication is associative, whereas subtraction and division is not associative. So we have completed closure property, commutative property and associative property. Next one, additive identity, which is the additive identity for rational numbers. Additive identity. which is the additive identity for rational numbers, children. 0 is the additive identity for rational numbers. When you add 0 to a rational number, you are getting the same rational number as the answer, right? So if you add 0 to 1 by 2, you will get the same 1 by 2. 3 by 5 plus 0, you will get the same 3 by 5. That means when you add 0 to a rational number, answer is the same. So 0 is called additive identity. And which is the multiplicative identity for rational numbers? 1 is the multiplicative identity for rational numbers. When you multiply a rational number by 1, you will get the product as the same rational number. Okay? So after additive identity, it is multiplicative identity. Multiplicative one is the multiplicative identity for rational numbers. When you multiply a rational number by 1, you will get the same rational number. 3 by 5 into 1, same 3 by 5 will get. 6 by 2 into 1 will give the same answer, right? So additive identity is 0, multiplicative identity is 1. Okay. The next one is additive inverse of a rational number. Additive inverse of a rational number. Additive inverse of a rational number. If a by b is a rational number, then its additive inverse is minus a by b. If a by b is a rational number, then its additive inverse is minus a by b. The given rational number is multiplied with minus 1. It gives the additive inverse of that rational number. Or you can say it is negative of a number, negative of that rational number. Additive inverse is same as negative of that rational number. Okay. So next one is multiplicative inverse. This is additive inverse. An example is 3 by 2. Its additive inverse is minus 3 by 2. And when you add a rational number with its additive inverse, the answer will be always 0. When you add a number, rational number with its additive inverse, the answer will be always 0. 3 by 2 plus minus 3 by 2, it will be always 0. Okay, this is about additive inverse. Next one is about multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse is also known as reciprocal. Do you know how to find out reciprocal of a rational number? Yes. Multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. Or reciprocal you will say. If a by b is a rational number, then its multiplicative inverse is b by a. If a by b is a rational number, then its multiplicative inverse is b by a. Here the numerator is a and denominator is b. In the case of multiplicative inverse, the denominator will be written as the numerator and the numerator will be written as the denominator. And what happens when you multiply a number with its reciprocal? Answer will be always 1, right? For example, 3 by 2 is a rational number and its multiplicative inverse is 2 by 3. 3 by 2 is a rational number, multiplicative inverse is 2 by 3, and when you multiply 3 by 2 and 2 by 3, will you get the answer as 1? Yes. So multiplicative inverse. By interchanging the numerator and denominator, you will get the multiplicative inverse, and when you multiply a rational number with its multiplicative inverse, the product will be always 1. Now the last property, distributive property. Now the last property is distributive property. If a, b and c are three rational numbers, then a into b plus c will be equal to a into b plus a into c. This is distributivity of multiplication over addition, because here you have added b and c. distributivity of multiplication over addition. If A, B, C are three rational numbers, then A into B plus C will be equal to A into B plus A into C. A should be multiplied with B and A should be multiplied with C. A into B plus A into C. A into B plus A into C. Okay, one example. 3 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is equal to 3 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 3 by 2 into 1 by 3. 3 by 2 into 1 by 3. 3 by 2 into 2 by 3. 3 by 2 into 2 by 3 plus 3 by 2 into 1 by 3. 3 by 2 into 1 by 3. You have to multiply these two and add with the product of those two. Okay. This is distributivity of multiplication over addition. And if A, B, C are three rational numbers, then A into B minus C is equal to A into B minus A into C. A into B minus A into C. This is distributivity of multiplication over subtraction. Now, let me give an example. 3 by 5 into 4 by 3 minus 2 by 3, which is equal to 3 by 5 into 4 by 3 minus 3 by 5 into 2 by 3. And if you multiply these two, you will get a fraction. Here also you will get, then subtract, you will get the answer. Otherwise, you can just subtract these two fractions, these two rational numbers, then multiply with 3 by 5. You will get the same answer in both sides. So this is distributive property. So we have completed the properties of rational numbers in this class. Okay.